So I'll be talking about synergy and how it relates to the Beatles, and a phrase that kind of sums this concept up the best is the whole is greater than the sum of their parts. So even though after the Beatles broke up, some of their solo albums did very well, and obviously we still know people like Paul McCartney who are still making music today and is known as one of the greatest artists still, none of them compare to the record-breaking albums and numbers that these men made together as the Beatles, because obviously the Beatles is iconic. And so yes, some of the men did have successful careers later on, but nothing in the numbers do not even compare to the Beatles. So for this portion, I do have a lot of statistics and numbers, so I'm just going to read from that. So the Beatles had sold over 1.6 billion singles in the US, 177 million albums. Worldwide sales topped 600 million, which makes them the best-selling band of all time. The number of Beatles singles to reach number one on the Billboard's Hot 100 is 21, the most of any band ever. Their single Hey Jude stayed there for 23 weeks in all. The number of the Beatles album that reached number one in the US is 25. The number of times Yesterday has been covered by other artists is over 3,000, making it the most covered song of all time. And just kind of to compare to the other members in the band, Lennon and Harrison combined yearly solo record sales totaled 679,000, and in the same time frame, the Beatles sold over 2 million records. So it kind of just shows, like, yes, they were still successful, but even like John Lennon and George Harrison making records did not even compare to the time frame that the Beatles made.